Oh, and they actually decide to go ramp. Nice shot. Another one. And another one. Easy cleanup. Again, smoke nade combo. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of routines, guys. Every pro player has their routines, and the same in Face-It matches. You need to have your routine. Even if it's that simple as a smoke and nade, it's that important to have a routine. You can't just do random shit every round, okay? Hope he's not gonna get caught off guard. Oh, he's gonna get caught. Very nice. What the fuck? Double kill on this position. So, quick question for you. In your Face-It match, maybe you would think, oh, okay, I'm gonna push behind them, right? But he rotates back. Why does he rotate back instead of pushing through the smoke behind them? Well, because, hello gamer, welcome to the demo reviews, and in today's video we are gonna be watching Kyosuke CT side on Nuke, where he posted 2.28 rating, and he did 15 kills and 5 deaths. So I'm super interested to see that. This was also the last map to eliminate Mouse from the Esports World Finals, and let's check this out. So pistol round, he just gets armor. Goes ramp with Monesi. Monesi has dualies. I believe Monesi has armor as well. Yes, sir. So they're doing a setup. Just a typical setup for tier 1 CS. One guy with dual Berettas with armor getting them dropped. And another guy baiting for him. Or taking attention, however you want to call it, with armor and USP, right? So that's what's going to happen. There we go. Kyosuke is taking that attention. He wants to hide behind that box after taking the initial contact, because obviously Monesi has dualies up close. And as well, we have Tessus playing the dualies on top of Hut, right? And then Kixon being on Heaven with flashes for Nico in case they go outside. Pretty default setup. Don't try to replicate it in your games. You can replicate only that part if you want, where you just tell your teammates, I'm gonna drop you dualies. Just go up close. I'm gonna play back here. Oh, and they actually decide to go ramp. Nice shot. Another one. And another one. Easy cleanup. I think they all stopped, like counter-strafed, because they wanted to kill Monesi. Am I right? Yeah, they're all like focused on him. What the fuck? All on him. Jimpad wasn't even... Yeah, nobody's looking at Kyosuke's angle. So I guess this is like quite an unusual angle for people to play. Usually you will see like one under Heaven, one up close, right? Or maybe here. But I guess Kyosuke chose a nice little off angle here. Very nice. Obviously the aim is top tier, right? So I'm not even commenting on that. Goes down in case he dropped down vent. Expects him on... Ooh. Ends him up. Okay, so is Kyosuke gonna be playing ramp actually? Looks like it. Smokes immediately, nades into the smoke in case they wanna push fast. Just holds outside of the smoke, right? The reason why he doesn't peek is that he doesn't actually care about peeking it deep, right? Because he has M4. So why would he peek into pistols? Just playing passively. Actually, Nico dropped down to secret immediately. I don't understand that decision since they have eco, but... So like, A pushes are quite often happening, but yeah, I guess that's how they want to play. Guess they have a read, or Nico's just farming outside. So, since there is action outside, he just leaves ramp, which is pretty normal. Okay, I have a default molly, so as you guys can see, the common theme is bouncing a utility from that tilted wall that allows you to bounce utility inside ramp. So whether it's a smoke and nade or Molotov combos, both are viable. Now he rotates up Heaven at the moment that the A push is called, right? At this moment, around that moment, there is info. So, quick question for you. In your Face-It match, maybe you would think, oh, okay, I'm gonna push behind them, right? But he rotates back. Why does he rotate back instead of pushing through the smoke behind them? Well, because they are so fast up on A side, right? Like by the time he can go behind them silently, they would realize that there could be someone behind, right? They would already be set up on side. He just defaults to heaven because if he just goes behind, either he needs to run, which will make him known, right? It's too risky because someone could be lurking. Plus, if they actually take the A side, they will be already set up and they will be expecting flanks, right? So it's better to go back. It's what makes sense. So he's faster with the action, and there you go, cleans up. So let's see if he ever pushes ramp in this match, in a default round. I'm not saying with pistol, but like with M4. To my belief, I can bet no. Maybe if they have bad buy or like no util, but as long as they have like good buy, he will probably not push it. That's my bet, at least. Again, same set of util, so he's doing molly nade to stop any rushes, then immediately smokes into it and holds outside of the smoke. So he doesn't get close on anti-ecos, guys. Look at this. This is so important. This is losing you many rounds. So you need to go and play far away versus pistols, okay? So those reads you have to have like, okay, they had eco, or sorry, we want pistol, now they have pistols, right? So low money. Okay, I'll play far away after the initial util. Now, they have full buy, okay, I'll play default, right? Default way. So a bit closer. Okay, now they have pistols again, I'll play far, right? It's so important. Such a simple change in positioning, but you will not lose anti-ecos on ramp. And by the way, just throwing it out there, if you want to get access to more plays like this, more plays like Kyosuke or other pros do, you should check out CS2 Improvement Camp. We have a stratbook section that I personally recorded after watching thousands of demos of pros, and I distilled the information for you in like 9 minutes 32 seconds, where I show every single good play that you can do on ramp, so you can play like Kyosuke and you can just destroy your enemies in Faceit. So check this out. How you do it is you're gonna be smoking just off this. So for example, here I'm showing the early round, right? Literally what Kyosuke was doing. Then I'm saying that you need to play under heaven when they have eco, right? This is an option that you're gonna use in case you don't expect a lot of people towards ramp and you want to help outside. Or if you expect an eco rush and you want to play a long range duel and then fall back and retake together. Yeah, so there you have it, another position that Kyosuke is going to be playing in this demo on top of the box. And I'm explaining how to basically play every single part of the round based on analysis of these pro demos that I've watched before recording the course. So if you're interested in getting access to something like this, along with 1 million other things that will help you improve and proven system that will get you to level 10, then check out CS2 Improvement Camp. First link down below. I'll see you inside. And if not, that's okay. I'll see you in the rest of the video. Peace. Okay, so as you can see, he sprays pretty quickly, right? So no adjustment, no nothing, just spraying the body. That's pretty good. Why does he throw that flash? Because he left ramp for a moment, right? And they know it. So maybe they will try to lurk out here. So he expects that already. The flash is mistimed, but he still gets the kill. So if you guys play ramp and you rotate here, which is pretty good to do, right? You can do that all the time. Especially when your smoke is still up on ramp, then when you're going back from outside after helping your outside players, immediately expect them already out everywhere, right? Depends how long you're already leaving ramp, but if you leave ramp for quite a long time and fight these outside players, you need to expect people even already here, right? Already like left side, behind the box and shit. Again, smoke nade combo. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of routines, guys. Every pro player has their routines, and the same in Faceit matches. You need to have your routine. Even if it's that simple as a smoke and nade, it's that important to have a routine. You can't just do random shit every round, okay? Because based off your routine, you can then change up your play. Let's say Kyosuke decides to play aggro, which he's not gonna decide in this match, or for now at least, because he doesn't need to. What he's doing is working, right? But let's say he wants to get an aggressive peek, he's gonna just go and peek that smoke as it's being broken by his nade that he throws every round, right? But they're not gonna think anything of the nade because he throws it every round. Again, Molotov. And now is the rush, or at least attempted rush. Yeah, it was an attempted rush, or attempted push. Okay, he did smoke it and he's playing close. Now I guess he expects some kind of force buy. Playing on top of that box, in case they rush he can drop. It's a nice nasty off angle. He's moving constantly, but as you notice he's counter strafing. Like right there, when he's stopping close to, with his crosshair close to the wall, he's counter strafing. Counter strafe, counter strafe, counter strafe, counter strafe. It's not random AD spam, right? It's all counter strafes, constantly counter strafing. So you need to notice the difference between AD spam and counter strafing. A lot of you do it wrong. A lot of you just AD, like you have like you need to click something, right? But you cannot do that shit. You need to stop and be ready to shoot. Because if you're not ready to shoot and you're just spamming AD, you're fucked. Because you have to counter strafe still. You're still moving, right? And you're not moving enough to make them miss. He rotates down, but obviously Monesi was holding his angle. Well, as you can see, like playing ramp can be pretty boring, but when they come, you need to be ready with your aim, right? So they put Kyosuke there, because like he's sharp and he's not gonna fall asleep. I feel like ramp, right, is such an aim-heavy position because there's nothing to think about. You just do your routine and then you out-aim the opponents, right? So if you have shit aim, I guess ramp is not for you. Like if your strength is outplaying the enemies, team play, timings, picking good timings, right, to peek, you probably want to play outside. Because on outside there's so many different positions you can peek from. There's secret, there is garage, there is credit card, you can play behind the cube, you can go up close red, you can go below silo, right? You can pick different timings as you push through the smoke. So this is more for the people with bigger brain. Ramp is for maybe less experienced player like Kyosuke with insane aim. So big brain Nico is playing outside, obviously. And Mones is playing up, he's going outside a lot, but Nico is the main outside player, right? As you guys know, on Nuke, by the way, there's no such thing as main player. Nico is outside player and he sometimes goes main, right? Then there is Monesi, who's rotation player. He runs around the whole map. Most of the time he starts heaven. Kyosuke plays ramp and Tesses and kicks and play A. Just so you know. Yeah, I can see that Kyosuke relies a lot on his instincts, so he insta-shoots all the time, right? But on this level, you have to insta-shoot if you want to out-aim everyone, and you have to have good dialed-in instincts. Well, how do you make your instincts good? You play a shit ton and you have good aim, right? Like you develop good aim. But a lot of you guys, coming up below level 10, you don't want to shoot instantly, because first of all, your opponents are shit, so they're not gonna kill you instantly, so you have time to wait. Second of all, you wanna develop good habits of actually being on the enemy before shooting, right? And then as you develop those habits, you can rely more and more on your instincts after maybe you reach level 10 or you go up, and then you'll shoot instinctively and you'll hit most of your shots. But before you have good instincts, you should not do that. Again, same story, all these smoke, yeah, we can see the same pattern. And I want you guys to start noticing the patterns in the games of pros if you're ever watching those demos, because that's what you want to extract for your own game. So obviously if you're playing, you want to have good patterns that grant you kills, make it easy for you, make it hard for the opponents to push ramp if you're playing ramp. Again, look, he expects all the angles, and I don't think he expects pings up close. He does, he's smart. He fucks up the counter strafe though. Okay, first round lost. Not his fault really. Again, same routine, but different positioning, right? Now he goes up close. As you can see, guys, he did the same routine, but he just changes his plays up a little bit, right? So he pushes now, right? First round he pushes. It was a round where they lost. And now he pushes. I don't know what's the decision behind it, but yeah, looks like a good play. Now they go outside. I go down secret. Doesn't know it, but Kickson's downstairs. Ooh, Kickson gets 2. And Spinks gets a kill. He's behind him. And he gets the kill. Nice. Molly. I know the final score of the half, so they lost all the rounds now. I'm wondering why and how. So he plays up close. Hope he's not gonna get caught off guard. Oh, he's gonna get caught. Very nice. What the fuck? Double kill on this position? When they expect him and they already pre-aim him? I guess the spacing between Jimmy and Brolan was pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't that bad. He just out-aimed them. Very nice. 2 kills. Not bad. Honestly, Kyosuke doesn't make many mistakes here. Almost 0 mistakes. Okay, so he only smoked this round and small armor. Instantly drops down and pushes secret. He was playing ramp this round. They leave ramp. Okay, so they leave ramp. So I just want you to guys know why they do that. So they expect heavy outside push, right? And maybe, I don't know, Nico had problems dealing with outside. So he just calls for Kyosuke, or they call as a team for Kyosuke to just smoke. And as I told you, as this smoke is up, he can do whatever he wants, right? So he just goes down secret immediately. And yeah, so let's see. Doesn't do much with it. But might have worked if they were less aware. At the last round of the half, let's see it. Again, smoke. Plays with Vertical now. Similar story, right? Just following his usual routine. Nice shot. So yeah, this was an insane half from him. Mostly because of the aim and a good routine on ramp. I just want you guys to think about pro plays or your games as a system. So we have a system of 1, good positioning and good plays, right? Good routines, utility sets, positions that you play. And 2 is gonna be your aim, right? So if you have a good position and you have decent aim that you've trained, there's nothing that can stop you from getting a lot of kills, right? So develop those 2 things, positioning and aim, and you're Gucci, right? You can steal the positioning and utility from YouTube, these kind of videos, pro player demos, courses, guides, things like this, right? You can then train your aim with proven routines, and that's it. That's how you get better. That's how you get as good as Kyosuke if you do it enough. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Peace.